Another Brick Fan here with Collectible Minifigure Series 21. I was able to find some of these early in a store. These are due to be released on January 1st. I've got 12 packets here that I went through, and I'm hoping that I got all 12 minifigures. So let's go ahead and get started with the packets. Here is my first pack. Let's go ahead and feel around here. And right away, there's a great big piece here that is curved with a tail. So this feels like a dolphin, which would indicate our paddle surfer. But let's just feel around one more second. See if we can find that surfboard. And it's right here. Here's the surfboard. So I'm sure this is number 1, which is the paddle surfer. And it is indeed our paddle surfer. You can also feel that extra bag in there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 12 figures. So here are the 12 figures that we have. And this is number 1. This is our paddle surfer. Let's go ahead and get him put together and take a look. Here's our paddle surfer, and it's a girl, it looks like, with this new life preserver piece, this nicely printed surfboard, and of course it comes with this dolphin, which is exactly what I would feel for if I was looking for this pack. Easy way to find this figure. Let's look at packet number 2. Down here in the corner, feeling kind of a helmet type piece. There's a abrupt edge right here. Search around, see what else we have in here. Some smaller pieces. So this is a small curved piece. So this is feeling like the beekeeper because of this kind of triangular thing here. It feels like the hat. And then this small piece here feels like the top of the can. The other thing we can look for in here is a 1x2, which is the honeycomb that he's carrying. See if I can find that. No, those are the legs. Here it is. There's our 2x2 tile, what I believe is the honeycomb. So let's go ahead and call this the beekeeper. And it is the beekeeper. Here's our beekeeper. This nice hat with the cover over his face. This is what I was feeling, is this little kind of V-shaped section here. And then you can also find this honeycomb in there. And then he's carrying this coffee cup with this little oil can thing on top to indicate a smoking device, or a smoker. Keep the bees away. Here's our next pack. Feeling around, there's a couple of small pieces over here. Kind of feels like a 1x1 or a, yeah, a couple of 1x1s there maybe. Feels like a minifigure head, torso. Here's an interesting piece. Feels kind of triangular here. Ah, that might be the little crab, the little hermit crab. Let's see if we can find the bottle. Yes, there's a bottle right here. So that would be our Shipwreck Survivor. And it is the Shipwreck Survivor. So here's our Shipwreck Survivor and the little hermit crab that he comes with. I was feeling these little 1x1, so there's one that's the, I don't know, it's a poo piece or ice cream maybe. 1x1, then this bottle I think is also very distinguishable in there. So those are the things to look for. Those are the things you want to look for if you're looking for the Shipwreck Survivor. 3 for 3 so far. Let's move on to get bag 4. And right away there is another large helmet type piece. Maybe that is the big fur feather piece for our Cabaret Singer. Let's see what else we find in here. Yes, this right here. Nope. Maybe it is the Ancient Warrior. So there, this feels like a sword here, and this is the large headpiece helmet. The last thing I would look for if I'm going to confirm that it's the Ancient Warrior is the shield, which is usually pretty easy to feel, being the round shield that we were talking about. Sword there, torso there, legs. There's the shield right there. So yes, this is the Ancient Warrior. Here's that large headpiece. So it looks kind of Aztec to me, like a lion. Here is our Ancient Warrior. Lots of great printing on him. I'm going to do a full review of all of these figures. We're just walking through them now, opening the packets, but I definitely feel for this shield and the sword. Of course, the large headpiece too, but there's a couple other figures that have big, giant headpieces, so this might not be as distinguishable as these two. Next up, right away I'm feeling this studs here, and then a holder in the back. So I believe this is a shield piece for the Space Police Officer, or Space Police Guy. Let's see, down here, I think that's the visor piece right there. See what else we got. Just to confirm this, I would look for the handcuffs, which are small, but I think that shield piece is probably enough. I think that's the handcuff there, so I think this is our Space Police Guy. And it is our Space Police Guy. Here is Space Police Guy. All kinds of accessories with him. So he's got the police shield. This is pretty easy to feel for. Got the large shoulder pack here. Shoulder pack and backpack with a space logo. I also like to feel for the handcuffs, but there's also this handgun, a lightsaber hilt, and these rounded translucent pieces. So lots of accessories for him. Nice figure. Next pack, starting up here in the corner, feels like a small piece here. Feels kind of like a flower piece or leaf piece. Yeah, yes, feels like a leaf piece. And there is a hat here. Oh yeah, it's got the two little antenna on it. So I think this is the Ladybird Girl, and then down here is kind of a curved piece here with a section right here where it dips in. So I think that is a piece to look for our Ladybird Girl. And that is who it is our Ladybird Girl. Again, this was the piece I was feeling for, which is that wings there. Drop those on. You can also feel for this leaf piece. Here's our Ladybird Girl. The little printed tile here. The headpiece here is actually soft rubber, so that might be something else to feel for. Definitely feel for these wings and maybe this leaf piece. Moving on, it's a large piece here. Oh yes, that's pretty distinctive. That feels like the airplane, which is our airplane girl figure. That is really easy to find, to feel out. So let's double check. Yes, it is our airplane girl. Once again, really easy to find this big piece in there. And she's got the short legs as well. Another fairly easy item to feel for. So here is Airplane Girl. Just feel for this airplane. You might also be able to feel for these little propellers, but obviously this is going to be very easy to find in the bag. Like our 8th bag here, and first off I feel a little clip piece, so I would immediately think about our Cabaret Singer. The things I want to look for is the bar piece, which is right here, and then her large headpiece, which I believe is right here. You can feel the feathers, the individual feathers in that piece right here. So this is our Cabaret Singer. Here is the Cabaret Singer with a microphone here on a stand. And that nice headpiece, so you can feel those feathers again, like I said. And then here is a nice little dress behind her as well. Next up, let's see, I feel there's a headpiece here, torso. Here's an interesting piece here. Legs. This feels like a little gem piece. Should make me think of our alien. And he has a crowbar, which I found right here, so I believe this is our alien. Here is our alien. A couple of things. He doesn't have a head, a traditional minifigure head. This one headpiece is everything, so you might be a giveaway to not feel the minifigure head, but I like finding this crowbar and then this gem piece. Seem to be indicators for me. Next up, there's a base plate. Here's a small piece over here. This might be the violin. There are 2 figures that have the short legs, so if that's the violin, then if I feel the short legs, which are right here, I'm going to go with our Violin Kid. Here is our Violin Kid. So this violin is pretty easy to find. It's very unique shape. And then, of course, he has these short legs, kind of like our airplane girl. So that might be another indicator to look for. Next one up, so immediately find a big piece here with 4 legs. This will be our Centaur Warrior. The other thing that's pretty much the easiest thing to find. You could find the apple or the bow just to make sure, but she's the only one that has that big Centaur piece. This right here. Here's our Centaur Warrior. She looks really nice in this green with an apple and a bow piece, but absolutely easy to find this large centaur body. Last up, if I've done this right, this should be our Pug Girl, Pug Costume Guy. So here is the headpiece. Feels like it's got some ears on the top there. Head. What I look for in this is the bone. I know it's small, but it's very distinguishable. And that's it right there. There's the bone. So this should be our Pug Costume Guy. Here's Pug Costume Guy. So you want to feel for the little ears on the headpiece. And then I like to find this bone. So I went 12 for 12. Let's take a closer look at these figures. So here are our 12 minifigures. Like I said, I will go into these in more detail moving forward. But I wanted to give you a good, quick feel guide of the different figures. And I was fortunate enough to get all 12 on my first try. Hope you'll find this field guide useful, and I'm going to get started on the review of all these figures. Until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I've left a link to my other collectible minifigure series reviews up here on the screen.